Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to another fantastic week. I hope you're all keeping well. I would like to take a moment to appreciate everyone who has consistently turned up at our chat rooms and engaged and subscribed and shared and liked and viewed and commented and jubebelo. Anyways, my name is Vida Echetabu, the signpost. We'll be talking this week about rich. Yes, not reach, but rich. As in rich. Okay, so sometime in 2016 to 2017, somewhere there, I revisited Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki's, bestseller book, Best I Know. And that was where I first remember encountering the definition as per the acronym POOR, which he referred to as passing over opportunities repeatedly. And, it got me thinking, and it got me to the point where I came up with my acronym for RICH, which again is repeatedly implementing constructive habits. Now, something that is the same, synonymous in these opposite terms, being poor or being rich, is that both of them are functions of repetition, functions of the habits of things we do consistently. Just the same way that you can't add weight by once or twice eating the wrong things, and you can't lose weight by once or twice eating the right things. It's the same way you cannot just magically become poor from a position of being rich, or magically become rich from a position of being poor. So essentially, life in itself is a repetitive journey. It's a habitual journey. Now, interestingly, humans are products, are creatures of habit when we have gotten the habit. Before we get the habits, it's tough. So I hear that it takes roughly 21 days for new habits to be formed. The work now is to consistently do that thing for 21 days, which is tough. I give an example, I give another illustration. I went to boarding school. I went to FGGCOYO, and the wake up alarm and all that will go off at maybe 5 o'clock or 5:30. I don't even remember. It was such a long time ago. But it would go off at that time. And guess what? It was meant to make us have habits, right? And I had the habit throughout the time I was in boarding school. But when I come home on holidays, that habit is out of the window. I do not understand why anybody will make me wake up at 5:30 while I'm on holiday. So that habit, even though it had lasted beyond 21 days, because we're in school typically for about 3 months per term, but that habit didn't stick. Now, I hope you're beginning to see the picture. For you to become rich in whichever sphere of life you are talking about, and I know that when people hear rich, their mind goes immediately to the financial. Yes, that is included, but that is not the only aspect of being rich. You can be rich in character. You can be rich spiritually. You can be rich in your social skills. You can be rich in your spiritual skills. You can be rich in even physical exercising and all that. Let's not go there. I heard what you said in your mind. Don't say it out. I will come for you. Anyways, the bottom line is we need to be deliberate, intentional, consistent in order to become rich or poor in whatever aspect we're talking about. Now, even our bodies, the function of a human being growing from childhood to adolescence to adulthood to old age is a function of the heart beating consistently. The heart has formed, a habit of, a function of pumping in and out. It's an anomaly when that habit breaks. The same thing with our lungs, the same thing with cell regeneration. And when there are anomalies in any of these systems, it means the habit, the expected habit, is dysfunctional. It's no longer there, and that's where there's a problem. So I hope that as we are speaking on these things, as we're discussing, you're able to, sort of draw a line, a chart to various areas of your life where you need to become more habitual and repeatedly implement constructive habits. It takes a lot of diligence, to read the Bible. I am very deliberate about it. Where I'm not able to read the Bible, I make sure that I am invested in somewhere that is feeding my spirit. Because I have come to realize that no matter the habits and the efforts that I make, I need spiritual help. Other people may have their routes sorted out, cast in stone, but to each his own. I know that, Davida, for me to be consistent on a certain matter, even in something as simple as fasting. For some people, to fast 41 days, 100 days is not a big deal. But guess what? At least everybody knows that during Ramadan, the fasting happens. In Christendom too, in certain churches, in certain denominations, during the Lenten season, fasting happens. It is a habit. It only gets easier as a function of doing it consistently. So I would wrap this up today and ask you, do you really want to be rich? If you want to be rich, then make deliberate efforts to repeatedly implement constructive habits. I hope that you'll join me again in the next session. God bless you. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.